Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
Look, it's that time of year.
We are last minute people.
The only person I pre-bought for was Stephanie. Everybody else is getting it whenever they get it.
Like, I know what I'm getting you.
Oh, your gift came in today.
I know what I'm getting you. It's getting it. I just haven't done that part yet.
Well, that's usually the hardest part.
It's wildly available.
I'm going to come in with a Dr. Pepper one day. I brought you a Dr. Pepper. I was thinking about
it's
you.
A case of Full Throttle.
I was thinking about you when I bought my own Dr. Pepper, so I got you one.
I got you
It didn't happen. It was a 2-for-1 deal.
I did that this morning, actually.
The 2-for-1 Dr. Pepper?
Mm-mm. I went to... I woke up... Sometimes, every once in a while, I'll wake up and go...
Well, I'm glad you wake up.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
I mean...
every once in a while, I'll wake up and I go, man, I want a cherry limeade. Like, I'll just wake up craving a cherry limeade.
Definitely,
You know the feeling?
Definitely during the summer.
So, well, it happened this morning. So, I went to Sonic. And I got a cherry limeade. I was looking at sandwiches and
Sir,
stuff.
don't you know it's 28 degrees outside? Why?
Well, she had asked me that. She goes, would you like anything else? I go, I'm looking at the sandwiches. I go, no, I'm good. And then all of a sudden, in my head, I hear Chelsea
Yeah.
go, where's my cherry limeade?
Do you get a Route 44 cherry limeade?
I do.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me get 2 cherry limeades.
I mean...
In case y'all don't know on this podcast, because we've talked about it before, Chelsea is my work wife. Yes. Muffin knows about Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
They have a fantastic relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Also, in case you don't know on this podcast, hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. My name is Marcus and I'm your clueless leader. Today we're going to go on a learning journey. I've got Miss Muffin.
Hi, y'all.
I've got Daniel.
I'm back.
And nobody else.
And nobody else.
Everybody else abandoned me.
Well, see what it was. I wasn't here, so Marcus took 4 people to replace me.
That's what it takes sometimes.
Or 3 people. How many people do you have?
3.
Right.
Yeah, because I was
3.
there, and
Yeah,
I'm always here.
You're here,
Yeah.
normally.
It was a nice session though, like sitting in the office the way we did it.
Yeah. Well, definitely with the way that you've reorganized and reset up.
Cleaned your office.
Yeah.
It's not really reorganized. It's just now people are able to get in there.
Yeah.
No, it's reorganized. Have you been there?
I have not actually. You've told me about it. You've described it.
No, you need to go.
You can actually
eventually,
sit in there now.
when I have that's more of what it is. It's now you can.
Well, tomorrow I'll have chili and Santa.
Santa!
I haven't seen him in a little while.
I know him.
I saw him last week.
I'm sure you did. Probably to slip him a couple 20s so he'd show up to the dealership.
No, he came in for service. Was that last week? Might have been week before that.
What? One of the reindeers sprained an ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got hearts.
It's leaking oil.
He's got some miles on that new sled he bought. So.
Well, he bought that. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
No. He bought a new sled like either first of this year or something like that. Oh.
I thought he bought a new one last year.
He doesn't have a 3-wheel sled anymore.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, he got it.
He's got a white 24.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. White 24 2-wheel road glide.
Upgrade.
Definitely an upgrade.
Yeah. He loves it.
Oh, I bet.
He loves it. But this isn't a Christmas podcast.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not this one.
Ho.
Maybe the next one or the one after. We're gonna have to do a Christmas podcast eventually.
Well, we'll have to have our Christmas special, but that'll be the one that comes out on the 23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Monday before Christmas.
So, how was the beach?
Oh, beach was wonderful.
How was not having motorcycles?
It was kind of sad. I looked at pictures every day, just scrolling through my phone. I miss this.
Well,
And then I see one of Marcus. I'm like, fuck. All right.
you had to look at them on your phone because you couldn't look at them in the community because motorcycles are banned in that community.
I saw one in the community though, and I wanted to catch up to the guy. Like, dude, you're a rebel.
Was he riding a Rebel?
He was on a 500.
Aw.
It really is a Rebel.
It's close enough, yeah.
With no exhaust.
He is really a Rebel.
Rebel.
He was...
Like, is there like a gated entrance where
Yes.
like they won't let you, like there's a guard there?
Yes.
And if you pull up on a motorcycle, they're like, no.
Basically, yes.
So that guy has to live in there.
He had to have lived in there and brought it in like a trailer or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only way that I could imagine. Because there is no access to the community from a roadway. Now, you can go along the beach and get in. But from a roadway, it's all gated.
I wonder if they have certain rules.
You can have scooters.
Like, I wonder though, like, that guy,
Yeah.
how much he lives there.
It's a...
And, yeah, but still, HOA can write special rules for special people.
I mean, that's a possibility, but the overall...
You got to remember, you are the HOA of your street.
I know.
We call it dictator, but either way.
It's fine.
Says you. I'll banish you from my kingdom.
No, you
No, you
won't.
won't.
I'm just going to put leaves all in the street so you can't park anywhere.
I park in the leaves already. I didn't today,
Because they're gone.
They're gone.
The city came and picked them up.
but
I was
I
like, oh,
typically
there's no
park
leaves.
in the leaves. Oh,
Start throwing nails.
Man
in it.
down. Man
what?
down.
Start throwing nails in the leaves.
Do you want them?
I wouldn't do that because I'm
have
in
it if
the
you want.
leaves.
You can have them.
You don't want the floor M&M?
I just don't want M&M's right now.
it's a peanut M&M or peanut butter M&M. Peanut butter goes really good with Monster.
Oh.
No, it's a good like power.
I'll take your word
I'll
for
take
it.
your word for it.
I mean, I just had Al Pastor tacos.
You guys go to Santy's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't know what I want to eat. I just want to go home. I'm tired. I go, do you want to go to Santy's? And she's like, okay.
I was like, okay.
And then we're getting ready to leave Santy's. I go, do you still want me to take you home? She's like, no, I'm good now. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You were just hangry.
I was. Yeah. Just feed me and give me beer and I'm fine.
I mean,
Yeah, we missed you. We had fun.
yeah. Well, I'm
was
glad.
cool.
I'm glad that you were able to get as many people as you did together to record to replace me. I completely understand. It tends to happen that way.
We had a room full.
I know, and it's I. You know what? That's the first one of our podcasts that I've listened to in a very, very, very long time.
Muffin sat in a chair.
I did. It felt very weird.
That's what happens. I leave and everything goes topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
I didn't even sit in my desk chair.
Where were you sitting? On the floor?
In one of the green chairs.
I don't even know what's happening.
I was in a green
T
chair.
wanted the desk chair.
T wanted the desk chair so her feet could touch the ground. Because she was able to lower the desk chair.
Short people problems.
So
Oh, yeah, those green chairs are pretty high off the ground.
me and Ryan sat in the green chairs. Heather sat in a break room chair. Ty sat in a break room chair. T sat in my desk chair.
I'm impressed you could get that many people in your office.
Oh, and I had to bring in a stool to put in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
For the microphone?
For the microphone.
For the phone.
That I was like, oh no, I've got to, because my phone messing up. I was like, the microphone.
Yeah.
How am I going to do this? So I used Heather's phone.
Well, I mean, it was a good podcast. You guys actually brought up a lot of good topics. And you had conversation. That's always good. No dead air.
There was dead feeling.
Because I wasn't there.
We had a lot of script. Whenever we talked about you, it was all pre-scripted.
You know, that's what I figured you actually paid them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, came out of the podcast budget. You
Actually,
actually
be a little bit longer on microphones.
Very tiny budget.
you haven't told me. Sean's actually been giving you money every month for
Oh,
the
God.
podcast.
Oh, God. And I'm still riding the XR. What are you talking about? I have, by the way, with the XR. So we talked the other day because trying to figure out the handlebar situation.
Yes.
So XR, been riding the XR. Trying to get taller handlebars because at my height, because I'm a very, very short individual, when I stand on the motorcycle, on the pegs, clarify, when I stand on the pegs of the motorcycle, my arms are at full extension to grab the handlebars. That is with riser blocks.
Yeah.
30 millimeter riser blocks.
And an aftermarket bar already.
And an aftermarket bar. But I did mean to ask you, I'm assuming when you bought the Tusk bar, you bought the one that they call the CR.
Bar was already on it.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure it's a Tusk bar.
I'm pretty sure it is. Now, I put the guards on there.
I'm also pretty sure it's the CR bar. But they make a CR low, a CR mid, and a CR high. And I don't know which one that is.
I do not know.
And
does it have any markings under the pad?
I have not looked.
It might be worth just looking to see which one's already on it.
The CR high, I actually think is bigger than that.
So it might be the mid.
So, but we were looking at the adapter plates to look at putting Pan America handlebars on the Honda Davidson.
Yes.
The XR Honda Davidson.
Yeah.
But we also discussed the concerns of cables in the wiring. The discussion about we might have enough there.
Yeah.
That it's not an issue.
Yeah.
But as I've done more research, not about cables and wires.
Okay.
I'm honestly thinking what I want is about another 2 inches. I would love for it to be like another 6 inches from where it's at.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to look like I have 8 fingers on the XR.
Yeah, makes sense.
So if I could get another 2 inches, because I rode it the other day, which I told you about. So what I'm thinking, and I went online and did some reviews. If we go this route, I will make sure to give reviews on this, because this is one of those things where you go, in theory, yes, but also in theory, no. Rocks risers.
Okay. Yeah.
So because rocks risers clamp into the clamp and then have the second clamp where you actually clamp the bar at, and they can pivot. So the question is, are they going to pivot?
Yeah.
There are guys that are abusing them, and they're not having issues.
Well, I mean, I'd imagine, if it's clamped in with the proper torque, it shouldn't go anywhere in theory.
In theory.
But, with practice, who knows?
Correct.
Because it does, I mean, what's the rise on the rocks? Or I'm assuming there's different sizes.
So the one I'm looking at is a 2-inch rise.
Yeah. Now, and that would be removing the risers we already have in there.
No, I would leave those in there.
Okay, so a 2-inch on top of the current.
The 30 mils, which is a 1.18.
Yeah.
So I would have a 3-inch rise.
Okay.
There are some guys. There's a guy actually on Thumper Talk.
Yeah.
That has an XR650 with the 30 mil spacers, plus the rock risers, 2-inch rock risers, plus the CR high bend bar, and he says it's just about perfect. Now that gentleman is 6'5".
Yeah. So.
And he could have shorter arms. He could have longer arms. I have average length arms for my height.
Makes sense.
So you never know.
Yeah, so for you, it might work just having the mid height, if it's the mid height bar, which that would be my best assumption.
Yeah, like a lot of people, I think when I get online and read that stuff, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm also 6'5". Okay, what's your inseam?
Yeah.
What's your shirt size? Like, what's your
like? Are you body or legs?
Yeah, yeah, because I'm 6'2" with a 32-inch inseam. So
yeah,
but I know guys that are 6 foot with a 34-inch inseam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean, I'm 6'3" with a 34-inch inseam.
right.
So
It's kind of one of those things where,
in theory, you know, we talk about the inseam, and I'm just using that as the base. Like that 2-inch variance in leg length can greatly affect how you position yourself on a bike.
well, if you're 6'3" with a 34-inch inseam, where your waist position at, in theory, should be 2 inches higher than where my waist position would be at.
Yeah.
So the pivot point of the waist for your arms to reach the bars is going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think a lot of people have taken those things into account.
No.
The upside about the Rocks Risers is if I go that route and I go, oh, the bars need to be actually a little closer at the same time. It can be closer.
Yeah, you can rotate them.
For sure, they need to move back a little bit anyways because they block the ignition switch.
Well,
Daniel didn't realize how much it blocked the ignition switch until we did some service work on the XR. And then he was in the garage the whole time going, this stupid bar can't grab the damn key.
It's that damn pad. We just take the pad off of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree.
If there is, on that bike, if you smack your face onto that crossbar, you deserve it.
Yeah. If I smack my face on that crossbar, I have more problems than I just smack my face on that crossbar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to talk about
that foam pad isn't going to help.
I totaled the XR.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
But we also discovered something crazy, which has inspired this episode. I feel like we have talked about this, but we're going to talk about the HooDoo VooDoo that comes with motorcycles. So, the XR does not like the cold, first of all. But second of all, the XR does not like...
You.
No. The lack of riding. Just jumping on it, running a short distance, calling it a day.
And, you know, it is a more modern... It's a 2005.
Yeah,
like
I did validate that it is cold that is affecting it with the start.
Yeah.
Because when I got back and I did that to the bike, I pushed it inside and let it sit inside till I got ready to leave. And about 5:50, I pushed it outside, fired right up, no issue. So it's been sitting inside where it's warm.
It's the cold.
Yeah. So fired right up, no issue. And then I literally just let it idle until 6 o'clock. I let it sit there and idle for 10 minutes. I was like, this thing is good and hot and gone through.
It's echoing in the shop. Hey, would you guys shut that off? I can't hear
it.
My
actually
Harley.
wasn't that bad. I walked into Sean's office and you could barely hear it.
Jeez.
So, and I had it sitting right in front of the picnic table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like
somebody's back there just got a new exhaust on their Street Glide. Like, I can't hear it over this damn XR.
So
I want one of the. I want a big gun on my Harley.
The XR is temperamental, and we were told about this voodoo trick. I have heard it was done, and then I watched it done, and then when it happened Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
I went to the tech and I said, hey, it did it again. I don't want you to go do it. These are the steps, correct? And he said, yes. And I said, okay, I'm going to do this. If I have problems, I'll holler at you. And he goes, okay. I did exactly what he said, which was step by step, turn the gas off, drain the carburetor, close the drain on the carburetor, turn the gas on, big breath into the gas tank, start the bike. And it worked. Will never be in a manual on how to start that motorcycle. That's one of those old school tricks or voodoo or like it mechanically. That's not how that works.
No, it's not. No, I mean, and we discussed it on the phone, and the only thing I can think of is like, look, maybe there's a blockage in a fuel line somewhere, but that's it. We know there's not.
Right.
That's like we know the carburetor's completely cleaned because it's been cleaned multiple times. It's been taken apart, inspected. We've gone through it. I've gone through it. I had my
what
shop
I would
go
love
through
to
it.
do if I could intentionally replicate that.
Yeah.
Something I would like to try because it will sit there and idle.
Yeah.
It just spits and sputters and pops. Is turn the gas off and run it out of gas in the carburetor.
And then see if
when I turn the gas back on if it clears itself out. I haven't tried that yet. Because that would be the same thing as draining out the carburetor.
Yes, it would. Now, so question. I can't remember if that bike has one on it. Does it have a fuel filter on it?
In the tank.
Okay.
It's got the, on the pet, it's got the petcock screen.
It's got
filter.
that screen.
Yeah.
No, I mean like an actual inline fuel filter.
No.
Okay. It might, I know this is going to sound weird. It might be worth, and I have a ton of extra ones.
Putting one
on because then we can see the fuel flow.
I wish, honestly, the hose from the petcock to the fuel or to the carburetor was clear. I was thinking about that the other day.
I have clear hose.
So, well, once it gets above like
freezing,
yeah,
I'll ride over here and we'll fiddle with it.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of fuel hose.
Yeah,
because I've done that. I've done that on bikes before just to have it so I can see.
Yeah,
like
well, and I know a lot of times too. Dealing with some of those older bikes, which they might not make anymore, that screen filter that goes into the fuel tank, a lot of times too, there would be a foam type filter that would sit over that. Like a polyethylene foam that didn't break down.
Yeah. I don't believe that bike it just has that plastic screen.
Well, I don't know if they even do that anymore.
The screen.
Well, yes. I mean the polyethylene.
Oh, that I don't
thing
know.
that goes over that.
In all the petcocks I've replaced over the years, I've never seen one. And even on my older bikes,
I have also seen. Now, this was probably a specific type of petcock. That when you pulled the petcock out, and that housing with the screen in it would twist off, and there was a full like paper filter inside of that.
So I can't say I've seen one like that.
So like it had a built-in fuel filter into the...
the only thing I've ever seen on all the bikes that I've messed with and all the petcocks I've put in, it's just that plastic screen.
Well,
generally I end up running an inline fuel filter.
When I was at the Honda shop...
something that I can visibly see.
Right. When I was at the Honda shop, it was at that time period where we still had a lot of modern-aged carbureted motorcycles.
Yeah, that leaded gas was...
So... But we had a lot of modern age, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Sport bikes that were still carbureted. It was around town.
Probably until, 2006, 2007, like that early mid 2000s when everybody went to fuel injection.
Yeah, something like that. Unless it was a liter bike. They were all, pretty much by 2000, they were all fuel injected.
Yeah.
But you still had, you'd have like the ZZR.
Yeah.
Being carbureted and stuff like that. So, but anyways, so that was a crazy thing. And we started talking about it because this is a Honda.
They're just supposed to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to die.
So we figured they engineered something to make people frustrated.
Manufactured obsolescence or designed obsolescence.
So people would have to buy a new vehicle. We already know Honda has designed obsolescence because, we can't go to Honda and buy parts for that thing. They're all obsolete.
No.
Fortunately, there's a couple websites you can get anything you want.
Yeah. Now, I have gone to Honda before and bought parts.
Well, I say that. They still also manufacture that motorcycle.
Yes, they do.
But, if 2024 was the last year for XR, by 2030...
None.
You're going to have trouble finding parts.
Now, you say that. For the Valkyrie, after my accident, I actually got parts for that bike from the Honda shop.
But was it new old stock?
No. Believe it or not, it was still because it's a part shared with other bikes.
Okay.
I
was about to say, because Aaron made a habit of buying some new old stock that he knew he needed for some of his vintage stuff and was even stepping beyond because he knew other people were looking for this stuff.
Yeah.
And on his travels, he was finding new old stock and then going, hey, those exhaust gaskets you need? I got to say.
I got that copper crush washer.
Good thing you ain't got to go to Home Depot and find the exact same thing no more.
For $1, I'll charge you 10.
Yeah. Which is only $2 more than the manufacturer charged.
Because it comes in a red and white Honda packet.
Clear.
Clear.
It's a clear Honda pack with red and white Honda writing on it.
Yes.
Be clear.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But my 599, also a Honda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had a manufacturer designed obsolescence on it.
Couldn't ride it in the rain.
Couldn't ride in the rain.
Nope.
Could ride it in the mist.
Nope.
No, could.
Oh, could.
Could ride it in the mist. Couldn't ride it in rain. When it was rain, would not run. Went through numerous testing. Lots and lots of field testing. Got it to replicate it in field testing. Still couldn't find the issue.
That's just...
No water in the ignition. No water in the engine.
Yeah.
No water anywhere to be found. Like, was thinking, oh, maybe a connector's getting wet and shorting out. Buddy, I had more than one tech go through the entire wiring harness on that to see if there was a wiring harness was getting wet somewhere.
Like, my first thought, if I had a bike that was doing that, without any history on it, and say...
Sucking water into the engine.
Sucking water into the engine, where the intakes are on that bike. Like, I'd check the air filter to see if that's wet. If that's wet, then I know, hey, here's the issue. Or there's an electrical connector that's getting
Got
moist.
it to do it and pulled the spark plugs out. Spark plugs are dry. Somehow spark was getting killed. But we could never find anywhere on the entire motorcycle. I'm talking that thing was like in pieces several times and could never find anything.
I almost wonder if like the rectifier was getting wet. I mean, just
maybe.
I'm just.
But it was dry up under the seat.
Huh. That's just funky.
That was a weird situation.
You're gonna go like. You'll buy another one day just out of nostalgia, and it'll do the exact same thing. You're like, all right, I'm figuring this out. You'll find out from the factory at Honda, they all have a crack in the CDI box that it only gets wet. It only stops working when it rains heavy.
Well, the thing was we let it sit there and idle and sprayed it with a hose, and it was fine. We sat there, or I sat on the bike and gave it some throttle.
Yeah.
And sprayed it with a hose, and it did it.
Huh. Interesting. You weren't going anywhere. You're just spraying it with a hose. You weren't like doing circles.
Yeah, so that's why we were like, that was when we were like, dude, it has to be something mechanical.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't do it while it's idling, but it does it when you get the throttle cracked.
When you have vacuum being pulled on the intake and
Correct.
everything.
It was cursed. Someone cursed it when it rained.
There was something.
It was cursed.
There was something.
But you know what?
But it could have also been, that could have also been coincidental.
Yeah.
That it happened under throttle and not under idle.
Yeah, you don't have the bike anymore to keep testing it.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what Honda does. The bikes are so good, they design something in them that makes the owner question to bring it into the service shop for something other than just oil changes and tires. So that's what it is. It's nothing's actually wrong with the bike. It's just to get that owner like, that was weird.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah.
So Jathan. Jathan. Ooh, man, that's coming at me now.
You got some days?
Yeah.
That monster's fighting back.
There's some tacos.
It's
That's
the tacos with the monster.
So Jathan, his first motorcycle was a shovelhead.
Okay.
He said if he went out to get on the bike, it would start within 3 kicks. It was a kickstart on the bike.
Okay.
Ran great. Get on the bike, ride across country. Never had an issue. He said never had a problem.
Yeah.
But if you got on that bike and rode it somewhere and turned it off, it would not restart. He said usually it took about 12 hours before it would restart. He goes, if I got on it and rode it to the gas station, it would not restart. If I rode it to Bike Nut, it would not restart. No matter where I rode it to, it would not restart.
That's weird.
He said, so if I rode it somewhere,
You just left it running?
like if he ran to the gas station, he just left it running.
Wow. I mean, if you know it's not going to restart.
He said the guy that actually rebuilt the bike tore the entire thing down and rebuilt it again. Kept doing it.
Huh.
Had several people look at it, couldn't ever figure it out. They were all like, it's some sort of HooDoo VooDoo that the bike's got. And I feel like so many people have stories like that.
Yeah.
Where it was like, it's not that you hated the motorcycle. Maybe you did. But maybe that's what made you hate the motorcycle. But the freaking voodoo of that's not the way this works.
Yeah.
I think every bike has its own personality.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
That's like the one time that the Honda Valkyrie had a flat tire with no holes in it. Random one day I rolled it around the garage, completely flat rear tire.
Well, the KTM kept losing air pressure.
It did.
Well, that one had a nail in the rear.
No. Before the nail. Remember when not the rear, the front tire.
Yeah,
the front tire kept losing air.
Hasn't lost a single PSI since.
You literally, I would fill it up at work, right at home, put it in the garage, come out the next day.
Flat.
Yeah. Go, fill it up. 4 days later, lost 3 pounds. It wasn't like a situation.
It wasn't due to riding it. It wasn't due to anything like that.
Yeah,
because right now it's been sitting in the garage.
If I recall, didn't you pull it off and put it in water or something like that?
I did.
You couldn't find air coming out of it anywhere.
No, check the entire thing.
It was not an old tire. The valve stem was good. Everything was good.
And it wasn't
randomly lose air.
There's I've seen it before where bikes and cars, when they're rolling, when the tire is spinning, the valve stem just has enough wiggle that it lets air out.
Well, and
this would do it when it's just sitting there.
I know with guys that do a lot of wheelies.
Yeah.
That when they're coming down, there's enough flex on that tire to let a little bit of air pressure out.
Yeah.
That was not the situation with the KTM. That's not what was happening. Because we were talking about under normal riding conditions, same route.
Yeah. Or just sitting in the garage.
Right. Not an alternate route. Yeah. Come home. Hey, it's got 36 PSI. The next day, it's got 9.
But you fill it up and then it'll be good for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that didn't like my garage is what it is.
I think
it came over here, you put air in it, it's been fine.
Yeah. I plugged the nail that was in the tire and then haven't had in the back tire, not the front tire.
Not the front.
Nothing was in the front tire.
Right.
No problems whatsoever.
Yeah. And before everybody chastises us, this thing's a toy. We don't give a shit that there's a plug.
It's not going to hurt anything.
You know how people are.
Oh, I burned that plug in, so it's okay.
So. But yeah, send us your story about your HooDoo VooDoo that you've had on a motorcycle. We'll rate it on the air.
Absolutely, 100%.
You can send us the story on Instagram at The Daily Biker. You can send it to us on Facebook at The Daily Biker. You can email it to us at thedailybiker@gmail.com, thedailybikerpodcast at gmail.com, or if you're listening to this right now, you can click the text me button and send us a quick little message with the story of what was happening with your motorcycle.
If you're on Spotify, you can leave a review with your story. So I figured out how I can see the reviews.
Oh.
I have to go from episode to episode. There's not just a page of reviews.
Okay.
So if I'm going to one episode, it'll show if someone's written something about it.
Okay.
So if I don't click on the right episode, it doesn't show anything. Because I noticed that the other day.
So did you find?
I did. I couldn't find it. I didn't look very hard. I was doing it on my phone, so I wasn't.
That. Chris told me to wear it like a badge of honor, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because now we're at the level where we have haters.
I'm okay with
You're
that.
big enough to where we have haters.
Oh, no.
I know.
So,
not the haters.
Not the haters.
Yeah. Well, me and Ryan talked about it. It was one of those things about my rebuttal or whatever. He was like, dude, you weren't. Because I was concerned even after the fact. I was like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. And he's like, dude, you weren't being an asshole. That dude is being an asshole. You're telling the dude to quit being an asshole. Quit acting like you're all high and mighty and you know what you're talking about when obviously a quick Google search tells you that you're wrong.
Don't be a dick.
So.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
You know, if any episode was ever going to get any sort of comments, I would have imagined it had been where you said dinos are worthless.
Have I ever said dinos are worthless?
When we were sitting, you're going to put $20,000 into a dyno, and it's still going to be a $4,000 motorcycle. We were sitting on the front porch.
Okay.
That one.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a true statement.
And you guys are the ones that cried when it went, but you never bought one at the dealership.
Yeah, that's also a true statement.
I remember that.
And I still want one.
Yeah.
And I'll probably put $20,000 into it, and it'll still be worth $4,000.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I'm not that whole thing is not about, telling someone that their bike is a piece of shit.
That's some hoodoo.
It's
Nobody wanted the dyno when it was made.
Right.
It's quit acting like your Dyna or your FXR is worth $30,000 because it's not.
It's not.
Number one. Number two, if that's what you want to ride it. Just know stock, it's not what you think it is. Mm-hmm. What you see online and everybody doing
is a $20,000 plus parts bike.
Correct.
For sure, yeah.
Right. Yeah. To clarify, when we say $20,000, we mean $20,000 in parts.
In parts.
Yes.
Like, I already know when I buy a Dyna, I'm going to try and find a $3,000 or $4,000 Dyna.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a $500 or $600 seat on it. I'm going to have $1,000 set of bars on it. I'm going to have probably $3,000 to $4,000 in suspension on it.
Because that's what you have to do.
How much in wheels,
yeah.
how much in chain drive, how much in engine performance, not counting getting into a custom paint set, not counting getting into chrome components, not counting getting into brake components. Because like when I sit there and I tell somebody, I got $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 or whatever in my Street Glide. To be fair, I don't physically have $60,000, $70,000 or $80,000 in my Street Glide. I have, including the purchase of my motorcycle, probably, I think me and Muffin figured out one day, about $50,000 to $55,000 out of my own pocket into my Street Glide. That counts the purchase of the Street Glide. Mm-hmm. Some of those items are money that I've put on the bike and then taken off the bike.
Yeah. That
still counts as money into that motorcycle.
Absolutely.
Because it was in its evolution to get it to where it's at now.
Yeah.
Some of those things people don't think about. No. So when I tell someone I got $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 in my Street Glide, that's what retail costs between parts and labor. That's what it would cost you. Okay. When I did the wheels, the brake rotors, and the blackout, on my bike, that cost me $4,200. That's what it cost me.
Yeah.
It cost me, an employee at a motorcycle dealership, it cost me out of my pocket $1,600 for the 3 brake rotors on that motorcycle. An individual buying the blackout kit and having the blackout kit installed, it would probably be $1,500 to $2,000 just for that. Mm. Okay?
Yeah.
You would probably be $2,000 in the brakes. Not installing the brakes. That's just the brake components. If you were to buy the wheels, because I have different wheels on my bike.
Yes, you do.
You would be about $1,500. We'll call it $3,000 for the set of wheels that's on my motorcycle. So
it's amazing how it adds up.
Yeah. But people get into situations, people that don't even work at dealerships. I knew a guy that got a set of CVO wheels because they found a guy that had a set that they just wanted to get rid of, and they paid like $600 for a pair of CVO wheels.
That's impressive.
That's not bad.
With tires.
Yeah.
Wow.
And rotors.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I was like, he was like, do you think it's a good deal? I was like, at $600, buy them and turn around and sell them.
Yeah, 100%.
He goes, how much do you think I can get out of them? I go, buy them, turn around and sell them for $1,000. Put $400 in your pocket. The guy that just bought them off of you for $1,000 can turn around and sell them and put $400 in his pocket. Yeah. And the guy that buys them from him can turn around and put $400 in his pocket. I said, this can be an evolution between 4 or 5 people where everybody makes a couple $100.
True.
He's like, are you kidding me? I was like, no.
Or you could make a couple grand.
I was like, a CVO set a set of CVO wheels by themselves is $300 to $3,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, but you had brand new tires
and
brake
rotors.
rotors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those deals are to be had. I didn't go looking for the wheels.
Yeah.
The wheels came to me.
Yeah.
And
well, that's kind of the.
I didn't even have the opportunity right offhand, and the conversation took place between me and the company and between me and Muffin, and it was like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, in essence, the deal fell into your lap, kind of like that.
Pretty
guy.
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the pot was sweetened to try and offload to help money. So
Yeah. Absolutely makes sense.
and that stuff happens all the time. It's just finding the people because when Harley first came out with the stretch bags on the baggers,
Yeah.
and there was guys that were like that had short bags, and they're like, well, I want stretch bags.
Yep.
It's like, okay, well, there's a guy that just bought a bike that has stretch bags that don't want stretch bags.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. Okay. But they're out there. And there's guys right now that are trading bags with people and not having a dime in it. And they're getting the saddlebags they want.
Okay.
They didn't have to go spend $2,000 or $3,000 for stretch saddlebags because they just traded somebody for something.
Yep, that happened all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
and
mean,
if you don't believe me, how many people did these custom bikes that they took their factory saddlebags off and bought 7-inch stretch saddlebags?
Mm-hmm.
How many people take brand new wheels and tires off of motorcycles to throw a custom set of wheels and tires on their bike?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Well, I mean, you've done that with the seats.
Yeah.
Swapping seats around, with the interchangeability on most of the Harleys. Like, hey, I bought this seat. I like it, but I like that one better. You want mine? Hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how we ended up
Yeah.
with
I went from a stock seat, traded a stock seat for an ultra seat.
Yeah.
Which is a big plush pillow top seat. And then I traded that ultra seat for the road sofa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's trades to be made. I'm not a trade expert. I'm not the guy that's going from a penny to a house. I'm not that guy.
I wish, but no.
Go from a penny to another penny.
Another penny.
But if you're always willing and open to that type of stuff,
Yeah.
you usually get some pretty good deals.
Well, especially around in the motorcycle community. Like, people buy things.
I have tried to make trades that didn't come to fruition. I knew someone that had a LaPera seat, and they were talking about getting a touring seat, and I tried to trade them the road sofa
Yeah.
for the LaPera,
Yeah.
and they didn't want to do it.
But, there's a lot of people out there, and, kind of the same way that I am. Every part that I change off a bike, I keep.
Yeah.
It does not matter what it is. If it's rusty, if it's worn out, I still keep it.
Yeah.
I have boxes and boxes of parts.
Well,
all
and
over the
someday
house.
there's probably going to be some guy that is trying to restore one of his KZs, and he doesn't have something that to Daniel might be so minute.
Yeah.
It's a rear brake arm or something like that. And to Daniel, it's nothing. To this guy that can't find it, it's everything. And the dude will go, I've got a brand new KZ tank that's never had fuel in it. Or here's a heads. Or here's a whole engine. Or, hey, I tell you what, this one's a parts bike. I'll just give you this parts bike.
For this
one part.
Yeah.
Because there's always somebody out there that has or needs something that you possibly have. This is not telling you to be a hoarder. If your wife listens to this,
telling you to be a hoarder.
if your wife listens to this, do not be a hoarder.
You should have seen me the day that I came back with all those ZRX parts. My buddy of mine was selling a very heavily modified bike, and he had a ton of takeoffs. I was like, I'll buy that. I'll buy this. I got brand new brake calipers, whole bars, lever sets up. I got mirrors, everything.
I know a guy that has a GSXR front end
Yeah.
on a Harley Sportster.
Interesting.
And everybody goes, man, how much did that cost you?
Probably about $200.
Yeah, because he found a guy that had a total GSXR and didn't have insurance, so he was parting it out.
Yep. That happens.
It happens
Just,
every day.
Like, go on Facebook Marketplace and just look. Like, there's a lot of guys that'll have bikes up there and be like, this is the list of parts that come with it.
Yeah.
What do you want for those parts?
Yeah.
Like, this will help you sell the bike. You know, you're trying to get $4,500 for it, but I'll give you $500 for all those parts that you have laying around.
Well, also, too, it's, you know, say you're looking for something for a KZ that you can't find. And you find a guy that has a parts bike. And he's selling the whole parts bike. And he's wanting $500 for the parts bike. And there's only one part on that parts bike that you want. And you're going, well, I only want this part. Well, it's going to cost this much. I'll tell you what, dude, you want $500 for the whole bike? I'll give you $250 for the whole bike right now. All I want is that part. You're instilling in that guy that you don't want the whole bike. You just want that part. But, tell you what, you have to get rid of the whole bike. I'm going to make you a deal. I'll take the whole bike off your hands, but I'm not paying you what you want.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, you're going to walk away with a whole parts bike.
Yeah.
I know people that do that all day, every day. And if you're the people on here that feel like you're getting the shaft, you're not.
No, not at all.
Because you got money in your pocket. You got rid of what you needed to. Could you have held on to it and maybe got a little bit more money later? Yes, but how long would you have had to hold on to it to get the money you wanted out of it?
That's true.
I know people that have said no over $100 on multi-$1,000 bikes.
Please.
That would be me.
And then had the bike that they said no. I'm talking about like $4,000. Somebody's willing to give you $3,900 for it, and they say no. And then that bike sits in your garage for another 6 months because you can't find somebody to give you $4,000 for it.
Yeah.
Should have took that $3,900 and ran.
Absolutely. So if any of our listeners has KZ parts bikes, 1000s preferably, but I'll look at 900s as well. By all means, send us a message.
You'll take the 900s. Then you'll turn around and sell them to Lewis.
Exactly.
There you go.
Perpetuating the chain.
Lewis, I had this parts bike. I'll sell it to you for $400. Daniel got it for $250.
Lewis, parts bike, $1,000 right now.
Right now.
This is a great running LTD. It doesn't have an engine. Shut up.
Well, if you run with it, it's great running.
Yeah. It runs
downhill.
Down the hill. Very good.
I rode it down the street.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's
I pushed it back.
Caution with the brakes. There's no pads right now.
Yeah. It's fine.
Or rotors. Or calipers.
There's no rear tire.
Yeah. You'll be shooting some sparks. It's fine.
But if you put it on the train tracks, it'll move like a chimp. That reminds me of a video I watched the other day. It's a commercial. And it was out of Europe. And I don't exactly know what the commercial was for, but I was like, man, that's a great commercial.
Okay.
And it was about a wife supporting a husband's dream.
Okay.
And he was blind. And he walks into a motorcycle shop.
I've seen the commercial you're talking about.
He buys a replica of the Captain America bike from Easy Rider. And then it shows him riding it.
The Born to Be Wild song playing.
Oh, God.
It's on a trailer being pulled by the car with his wife driving. He's blind.
Oh.
But for him, he's on the motorcycle out on the road.
He's
He
got
can't see.
He's got the wind in his
But
hair. It's fine.
the scene where the salesperson looks at she's like,
Yeah.
He's
There's no talking in the whole thing.
No talking.
Like he's walking up to bikes and like putting his hands on them and feeling the handlebars.
Sitting
and also,
on them.
he's like, you see him like, no, shaking his head no. And then he finally gets over to this bike and sits on it. He's like, yeah. And it just kind of flashes over him on the bike going down the road.
Honestly, that's so cute. I love that.
It's a great commercial.
I don't even know what they were trying to advertise.
Guys, if you're listening to this,
don't go blind.
Tell your
Don't go blind.
Well, yeah. Tell your girls if they want you to get you something for Christmas, just support your hobby. Hopefully your hobby is motorcycles, but support your hobby.
I fully support the hobby.
Yeah, girls, if you're listening to this and you want to tell your man to get you something for Christmas, support your hobby.
Support your hobby.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be anything different. It just
It's always
I wanted to make it sound like I was being a jerk for a second.
support the hobby.
Support the hobby.
Support the hobby. Ooh, t-shirt
Women,
idea.
ask your men for tattoos. More tattoos.
Support the hobby.
Support the hobby. Just a picture of a parts bike.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Just like parts laying on the ground.
Yeah.
And on that bombshell.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson's social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.